Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
Kyle, what do you got for 3 things we need to know?
With all the recent scary airplane incidents and crashes, a lot of people are questioning the safety of air travel. Several experts from Coast Guard and National Transportation Safety Board have gotten together and they're trying to reassure the country that flying is actually a very safe form of transportation. They said the crashes that we've had so far actually kind of meet up with what we usually have every year anyways. Maybe just isn't publicized quite as much.
So is it kind of one of those things where it's like the public is obviously getting freaked out about this?
It's getting a lot more attention than it normally does.
What do they call that? That's like fear-mongering or something like that?
That's not right, because last year there wasn't planes landing on their tops.
It seems
there wasn't
a little
helicopters.
wild. You would think with all the people on the planes we would see the videos.
Yeah.
But yeah. They're trying to reassure us that it is a safe form of travel. I don't know if that changed your mind about how you feel, but that's what they're trying to do. I don't know how I would feel about this. Let me get your guys' opinion on this. So about 180 CDC workers were laid off 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. You're fired. You're out of here. Then on Tuesday, they all got this email that said, after further review and consideration, you can come back. You should return to your duty under your previous work schedule. We apologize for any disruption this may have caused. Come on back now. I don't know. I think that would rub me the wrong way. That's the way you put it in an email. After further review and consider, just return to your normal
It was 2
work
weeks?
schedule.
Did they get paid for those 2 weeks?
I'm
like,
not totally sure. I'm sure everyone was a little different depending on how long they worked there and stuff.
Plus, when you get fired, you probably don't just go on vacation. You're probably like, how am I going to pay?
You're probably freaked
true.
out.
Right.
I mean, that's some stress and trauma you just put them through to just so casually, nonchalantly say, oh, you apologize for any disruption this may have caused. It's kind of like, I think it needs to be a little more than that, but that's just my opinion. That would definitely hit me the wrong way. This is going to be history, and it's going to happen here in America. Coldplay is actually working with FIFA to create the first ever World Cup final halftime show. So the World Cup finals are going to be here July 19th of next year at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's actually going to be called the New York, New Jersey Stadium for the World Cup. Not really sure why they're changing the name. I think it has something to do with the sponsorship, but either way, they haven't finalized the list of artists who will perform yet. I'm surprised they haven't done this yet.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm surprised
really
it's not
cool.
a thing.
But interesting Coldplay. What are they going to sing? Yellow? I'd be crying.
They didn't necessarily say if it were Coldplay that was performing, but Coldplay's actually helping organize it. Kind of like how Jay-Z has curated the Super Bowl halftime shows the last few years. They're using that same model for the FIFA World Cup finals.
Oh, that's really cool, though. I love that. Any opportunity to show artists off like that in a huge stage like that, I think is super dope.
And in the sports world, I feel like the World Cup finals worldwide,
Pretty
is
giant.
there anything bigger? Other than maybe the Olympics, I guess, worldwide. So that should be a pretty cool thing to see. Like I said, they haven't finalized the artists who will be performing, but they got some time. It's not till July of next year. And that's 3 things you need to know.
I saw this video someone sent me on Instagram this morning, and it is so funny. No one knew exactly what it was. And it's a clip from the Maury Povich show. Do you guys ever watch the Maury Povich show?
A little bit, yeah.
I get him and
And
what's the other
Jerry
guy's
Springer.
name? Yeah, him.
Yeah, I can see that. But I guess the episode was about fears, your irrational fear. And this woman on the show is afraid of olives. Okay, olives, like the little whatever. I don't know. That's
The
a
black
vegetable.
olives?
Black olives, green
Put on
olives.
pizza.
All of them.
Yeah,
Like the ones you
olives.
put on your fingers and you pop them in your
Yeah,
mouth?
exactly. So he comes out on stage. She's on stage. He comes out on stage with a jar of olives. Okay. So what you're going to hear is him coming up on stage, a jar of olives. Have you guys seen this clip yet?
No.
Okay. It's on. I put it on my stories. John Giovannis on Instagram. He comes on stage with a jar of olives. And then she runs backstage, and then he's walking backstage without the olives. But listen to her response when he walks on stage with the olives.
What's the matter? What? There are no olives here. There are no olives here. Bring out the olives.
I feel her.
Sally. Sally, I don't have anything. Sally, I don't have anything.
Isn't that nuts?
That's kind of mean of him.
Yeah, but they're olives. Like,
But
What are they gonna do?
I feel like I would react that same exact way. If you brought over a jar of tomatoes to me, I would cry.
no way. You would not scream and yell, run out of I've been in here. We've had tomatoes in here before.
But a jar
We've had hamburgers in here and tomatoes.
tomatoes?
What
I
do
might react to that.
what do you think's going to happen?
No, have I never told you guys the reason why I have a fear of tomatoes? I had a nightmare when I was younger that if I ate a tomato, the tomato seeds would grow inside of me, and then these little tomato devils would come and eat my toes off.
No, okay, I can see having that dream, but I don't see you running out of the studio when someone brings in some tomatoes. I know that I think I've eaten a meal with you at a restaurant where there's tomatoes.
Bring in the tomatoes.
Don't bring me tomatoes.
Tomorrow I'm bringing in tomatoes. Let's see.
This is amazing.
I'm picturing a big slimy jar of tomatoes, and that would make me gag. That would make me want to leave the room. It would.
I wonder what she thought the olives were going to do inside the jar.
It's crazy when you watch the video. It's crazy.
Wackadoo.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't even
I
know
might
the
not be
Poor
that
thing.
extreme, but I would be scared.
This is why you need to date people for like a year before you marry them. Because if that came out after you got married, you'd be like, what happened?
You're like, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ickowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.